Hey guys, Courtney Epps here, and I am so excited to share with you a friend of mine, and he is the founder of Bonza.com. And I always say his name wrong, but I'm going to take a stab at it.
Hey guys,
Uyi
Courtney Epps here, and
Abraham.
I'm so excited to share with you.
A, oh, okay. So we're going to step back. So a
And
friend of
I
mine,
always say his name
oh,
wrong, but I'm going to
hold
take
on. I'm going to mute you, Uyi. So we'll mute in and out. How about that? So we're going to get started back again. Founder of Bonza.com, Uyi Abraham, and I'm going to let him speak. So we're having some technical difficulties on speaking. So I want to make sure that we're muted every single time so one of us doesn't hear the other. Okay.
All right. Can you hear me now? Okay, good. Hey, everybody, so good to be here. And it's going to be a great one. So just allow me to share to my pages on Facebook and Instagram and everything. So if you are watching, so please do the same too. Go ahead and share this video right now. I believe that you're going to really have a good time tonight. So just give me about 20 seconds. Let me go ahead and share right now to every page, every group that I'm a part of. And just want to have a lot of people to come on tonight because this is going to be a very special night. And there's going to be a lot of really awesome business information, entrepreneurship information that is going to really help you. So it doesn't matter if you are already in business or you're just starting out. I believe that you're going to learn something today. You're going to be imparted about something today that is going to really make a big difference to you. And I'm also excited to be here. So Courtney is also going to be sharing some really powerful tax strategies that I believe is going to be very helpful as well. So my name is Uyi Abraham. If this is your first time and seeing me, I am from Nigeria, so I came to America with just $100 to my name and a suitcase of clothes. I had come here initially to be a medical doctor, and but somewhere along the line, I lost interest in medicine, and I went into ministry and entrepreneurship. And for the last 15-20 years, I've been in ministry and entrepreneurship. And for the last 15 years of that, 20 years of entrepreneurship, I've been in the online business space. And so I've been a coach, entrepreneur. I'm also been a founder of many online businesses as well. And so the reason why we started Bonza was because after a while, I began to feel overwhelmed with running my online businesses because I was using so many different tools, so many applications, WordPress plugins, and technical people. So I had one for email. I had another one for online courses. I have another one for memberships and one for products. And my business was just all over the place, So I felt like I'm not the only entrepreneur that had that problem. There got to be a better way to run an online business. So instead of online business being all over the place, it should be in one simple and powerful place so that I can focus on growing my business and not dealing with technology and tech and software and stuff like that. So that was the frustration I had that led me to start Bonza, because I saw that there was really nothing like that on the planet that was really simple and powerful, and also to have the tools that entrepreneurs will need to run their online business. So we've been working on Bonza since 2018 in different ways, shape, and form. And we finally went live this year. And so far, in about 6 months or so, we've had hundreds of customers on our platform loving it and growing their businesses on Bonza. So that's just a little short introduction of me and Bonza and what we do. So let me, before I bring Courtney back, so what does Bonza do? So Bonza is simply an online business platform. It's an all-in-one, simple, powerful business platform that makes it easy for an entrepreneur or small business to easily run and manage their online business in one simple place instead of being all over the place. So with Bonza, you can create and sell online courses, memberships, products, both physical and digital products, sales funnels, landing pages, website, and a host of other tools and applications that entrepreneurs will need to run their online business. So that's what we do, and I'm really excited and honored to be the guest of Courtney today. And Courtney is one of my most favorite people ever, so I'm just so excited to be here today.
That's awesome. And you know what? I think I fell in love with the fact of what Bonza did. You know, I went to their website. Uyi found me on Instagram and said, hey, you know, I'd love for you to come and speak at my summit. And, you know, I started checking out the website and realized, you know, we could take in ClickFunnels. We could take what we were doing through Kajabi. We could take what we were doing through Entreport with our membership, you know, the Shopify with the sales and all of these things. We've got a calendar system. And, you know, at the end of the day, when you are involved in the online space, you're spending, it feels like $1,000 a month, if not more, on programs that, you know, yes, they are tax deductible. So I tell people that all the time, but they're very confusing. And one of the things that I've been able to find with Bonza, we've actually are in the process of switching our entire membership that we've built. It literally took 2 days to build it. Me and a dear, great friend of mine, Wendy Hornick, which actually works alongside me and helps me put systems in place. She was able to mostly pull everything that we had from Entreport, from our Facebook, from our websites, from our YouTube, and create courses that look, I mean, spectacular. They look amazing. They look extremely professional. And we did it very easily. So when I first had a system and I wanted to have this idea of a membership, I had to pay a blueprint person because I didn't realize, like, how do you map this all out? How do you create the system? I had to have a ClickFunnels person. I had to have somebody who knew how to build websites. I had to have somebody who knew how to utilize Entreport, which was the system that we were using. And it cost me tens of thousands of dollars over the last couple of years. It's been truly insane. And I wanted to give up so many times. And then literally Bonza came along and stepped in, and we were not only able to build in a couple days our membership system, but now we're developing our online courses inside that system. We will be able to do a calendar in that system so we can track all of our calendar. And then the other thing is we were able to sell our book. So at the end of the day, and I think we're actually working on building our website inside that software. So, I mean, it does so many things that were so technical and so hard for business owners like me to stop and waste their time and input that information. So you're typically hiring someone out to do the work because they don't tell you, hey, you want to start an online membership or online course. Well, you got to have a graphic designer. You got to have a videographer. You got to have somebody who understands the system. You got to have somebody to build you a website. You got to have somebody to build you ClickFunnels. And you think, oh, well, I just buy this software and, I just upload my videos. That is not the way it works. So tell them, as far as, Uyi, if you could just kind of explain what the thought process, like why, and I know you had the same issues that we did, but how long have you been testing this system and kind of what's to come along the way? And over the next couple months, you guys are adding a lot of extra things onto the software.
Yeah. Thank you so much. That was a very, very wonderful testimony of you, Yeah. So we're really working hard, releasing a lot of features like daily, scheduling, making stuff better. If the software is good, we put it out. Some of our customers test it and they give us some feedback. We go back and make it better and better and better, And so the idea is that entrepreneurship is already hard and complicated, right? So software should not be hard and complicated. It should be easy for entrepreneurs and small businesses to easily run their online business. So that was the thought pattern for Bonza, and we're really working hard to make it so simple, so seamless, so that even a 6-year-old should be able to easily come on Bonza and navigate it and create their first course or product or website or anything without even using the knowledge base from the very beginning, and that's our thought pattern. So we've been working on Bonza now for 2 years, and making it better and better even to what it is today. And so you were asking to what's next. I think what's next is AI. We're working on AI too, having a software that is more intuitive, that can kind of predict thoughts, patterns, so when like when you're using Bonza now, so that before you know what to do, the software pretty much can guess what you're trying to do and make your experience easier and seamless for you. One of the things that's really good with Bonza too is customer service. Everyone that have signed up will tell you, whether me or my staff, we work really extra hard to make sure that our customers are happy, satisfied. We listen to them, and when they give us feedback, we try to implement it as fast as we can if it's a feedback that is for the betterment of the software. So that's pretty much a synopsis of what we're doing right now with Bonza, and it's just so incredible. I'm a Christian too, so it's Bonza really belongs to God, and we give back. We give back so many organizations. One of my sons is autistic as well, so we give back to autism. We give back to our church, other churches. Back home in Africa, we're helping rescue young ladies from prostitution, from slavery, child rape, molestation, all those kind of stuff. We help to empower entrepreneurship back home. And so one of the first thing when we're starting Bonza was I really had a covenant with God. So God, if you bless this and make it so awesome, there's certain percentage of our gross income that is designated towards giving back. So I feel like that's something that's also special too with Bonza. So every customer on the platform needs to know that a percentage of that goes towards fighting all this evil that's going on out there and empowering people as well, and also giving back to to church and to people.
I love it. And that's, and that's one of the things that I fell in love with as well. We got to talking, and, I give from a gross income level. For every dollar that comes in our accounting practice, we provide a serving of nutrition to children in need through a nonprofit called Manna Relief. For every $25,000 that we bring into our accounting practice, we free a child from sex trafficking. For every $150 that comes in, we provide safe drinking water for a person in Liberia for the next 15 years. So guys, the great thing about becoming an entrepreneur and being a business owner is that you have the ability to make, the sky's the limit as far as what you want to make, if you believe that it is. And then the other part is when you start giving, things start changing. And, I have people ask me all the time, and this is, you brought this up when we first got on. He's like, Courtney, how do you have the energy to keep going? And it's because I'm feeding children, I'm freeing children, I'm providing safe drinking water. And then on the top, I'm also freeing up money for people. So, when you live every day of your life and the only focus that you have is when you wake up is how many kids can I feed? How many kids can I free? How many people can I provide safe drinking water for? And how much money can I find today to help other people have a better life, help them live better, help them save more, right? So that they could then give more all over again. So it's a pretty amazing experience. And it's kind of what fuels me to go out and be better and work harder every single day. And as far as understanding the tax benefits around that, is if you give from a gross income level instead of a net income level, which means after expenses, it is 100% tax deductible as a business expense. And that is a huge deal. And the reason why is 96% of Americans get no benefit from giving. So if you focus and treat your business and start giving from a gross income level, which is the top number, whatever you bring in, it doesn't matter how much money you make on the bottom. It's like literally, okay, I'm going to give 1%, or I'm going to give for every customer or every product that I offer, then that becomes a business expense. So, and one of the great parts with Bonza is like, although it's an amazing software, it's very, very easy to use. It's extremely economical. Like the highest plan that they have right now is $3.99, and I'm sure that it will continue to offer more and more and more services, and maybe the price goes up a little more. But at the end of the day, it's saving me, $800 a month is what I've roughly figured out. But the $3.99 a month that we're paying is also a tax deduction, and it's a requirement to run our business. So when you understand that, you can't really lose, like test it out, and you can share with them kind of the plans that you have, Uyi, and because I know you can start off just, trying the software for $0. Is that right?
Yes, that's very correct. Yeah, right now you can try Bonza for $0, even though that plan is not going to be forever, because sometimes people just kind of sit on there and don't have any extra motivation to kind of grow their business. But as of this moment, you can start absolutely free, no credit card required, to try it out, because we feel like this software should speak for itself. It's good enough that you will love it and you will want to really upgrade so you can get more tools and more apps that you can use to grow your business. So we have the free plan, then we also have the basic one, which is $79 a month. Then that goes up to $199 for the pro plan. Then our highest plan at this point is the business plan, which is $399 a month. And before the end of this month, we're releasing a new plan called School. So this is the first time I'm making it public right now. So this is just bonus for everybody that is listening or watching live. So we're releasing a new plan called School, because we also have a school too. We have a Christian university, and we build the software in a house. So we want to make it available for schools or training centers or universities or K1 to 12, or anybody that just don't want to just sell online courses, but they want to do training, teachers, curriculum, transcripts, all these degrees and stuff like that. So we're releasing Bonza Schools towards the end of this month. So that's probably going to be our highest plan when that is released. So really working really hard with a small team of maybe 26 staff in 4 continents, building Bonza every day, just making it better, pushing out as many features as we can, as fast as we can, because we're trying to make the life and business of entrepreneurs and small business owners easier. So the faster we can put out good software, the easier, the faster it will be for them to really have something so simple and so wonderful. So before Bonza, entrepreneur will need 12 different apps, and check this one for email, check this one for that, and check this one for the other. But the idea is that with Bonza, you just sign into your Bonza account. You can really see your entire online business in one place. You can see the health of this one, the health of that. You see the health of this one, how many customers, how many sales, how many this, how many that. And that's how business should be. So really, really excited about it, and the next step for us, and growth and partnerships, and just really, really focused and obsessed with helping our customers, which we call Bonzanites, helping them to easily run their online business.
I love it. So one of the things that, that I'm really excited about is we're creating this platform that we can house everything. So 2, always tax deductions, always excite me, always, always, always. And 3, we're creating this group of people. We're creating an ecosystem of people that we can actually help each other. And I really love, being a part of that. And, if you could kind of share, how much does the typical person spend on all of these? If you wanted to do an online platform, obviously you've got Kajabi, you've got ClickFunnels, you've got to use sometimes ActiveCampaign, you've got an email system, you've got a text system. How much are people typically spending a month on all of these softwares?
Yeah, that's a very good question. So when we did the calculation, right, and it's also on our website, on our bonza.com/pricing. So we came out to $1,376. So that's $1,379. $1,376. That's the amount we came to. And that covers for, they pay $297 a month to ClickFunnels, and maybe $99 to Untraport, then maybe another, $2.99 to Kajabi and WordPress and plugins and hosting and domain name and all this other stuff and GoDaddy. It's just all over the place, you know. So, and the good thing is that everything that, you know, a entrepreneur used to spend like 1376 for is all you can really get on like 199 or 399 on Bonza. So on average, Bonza is going to save an entrepreneur or small business $1,200 a month at $1,200 a month at the bare minimum, and that is over $12,000 a year. That's what Bonza is going to save them. And now, Courtney, another good thing is this: it's not only will Bonza save money, right? I feel like one of the biggest thing that Bonza does for entrepreneurs too is the freedom to run their online business, right? One customer told me last week how she used to, you know, kind of fight all the time with all these WordPress plugin people, and plugins stop working, and technicians not responding to their call and stuff. But we have 24/7, literally 24/7 support on Bonza, and she was like so excited that she doesn't have to, like, you know, start running after all these people in all these different continents to help her fix stuff on our platform. So when you think about it too, so what Bonza does is that not only is Bonza solving or saving the entrepreneur, small business owner money, but also the peace of mind, but also the freedom to, like, let me focus on running my business now, knowing that the software to run my business is strong, it's reliable, it's trusted. If there's any issue, I mean, you know, the engineers, the customer service is a call, a text, email, or chat away, and everything's going to be right there. So that's one of the biggest thing I feel like Bonza does for the entrepreneur. Of course, saving money is good, but we saw on our website too, but also saving a lot of duct tape, trying to put everything together to try to make it work, and also to that peace of mind, that freedom, that joy to, like, okay, I don't have to worry about this. I know my software, my apps are good, so now I can just focus on growing my business. And that's one of the problem I had when I was using all these different tools. I mean, I use them all. I use them all, from Kajabi to Teachable to ClickFunnels to Entrepreneur is the only one I never use personally, but I have customers that have used them. I was using like 7, 8 ones, plugins, WordPress, Wix, Squarespace, HostGator, all of them. And it was just tiring, just learning all these things. And my business was just all over the place, and we felt like it was better for entrepreneurs to have their business in one place instead of being all over the place, so they can focus on what they love, which is running their business, serving their customers, adding value to the world. Like I was just sharing with you right before you came on how busy you are. So imagine with all your busyness, your staff is like, oh, the WordPress plugins are not working today. Oh, customers can't sign up. I mean, that's stressful to you, and you don't want to deal with that. You want a strong, reliable software so that you can just focus on growing your business and serving your customers. So that's those are some of the things that are very unique with what Bonza brings to the table. Is that you unmuted my mic?
Up. Yep,
Okay.
you're good.
Okay, so yeah, okay. So those are some of the things that Bonza brings to the table, and I also would like for you to share too on how businesses can also take use. I know you're kind of a tax strategist as well, because sometimes too people, they are scared. They feel like, okay, what about if I spend $79 a month or $399 a month, and then my business is not successful, or I make all this money and I owe the ROS money, or I'm just, or my expenses are so high. But you also a tax specialist that maybe can help them see how, investments like this in your business is tax deductible, right?
Yes. And the biggest thing, guys, is like this is a time. It can either be a time consumer or it can free up time for you. And that's the great thing about Bonza, is that it condensed the amount of time that it took me to build a system, which actually allows me to make money faster. but then it also condenses the amount of people that I have to deal with on a daily basis, which stress will kill you. But at the end of the day, I just don't have the time to have a conversation with all these people and try to connect everything and get people to see my way of thinking. So, if I've got to talk to my website designer, and then I got to talk to my graphic designer, and then I got to talk to my videographer or my photographer, things get kind of lost in translation. And that's the one great thing. There's numerous great things, but that's a huge deal when it comes to Bonza. Now, as far as strategy goes, here's what I tell you. There's 3 things that I'm looking for typically when I'm preparing or when I'm reviewing a tax return to do a tax strategy session with someone. And I have done 13 tax strategy sessions today. I had one of my assistants with me help. And so since 9 a.m. this morning, I have been doing tax strategy sessions almost every 30 minutes. And what I find every single time, hands down, is $5,000 to $50,000 a year that people are overpaying in taxes. Mm-hmm. And the reason why is, one, they're not structured properly typically. So if you're building a business and you don't have an LLC and you're not treated as an S corporation, you're more than likely overpaying in taxes, especially if you're making more than $12,000 a year in net income. So that's one big, huge step. The other is that you're missing out on deduction. So, we've talked about saving money, saving time, but there's also the access of claiming the deductions that you're truly entitled to take. And a lot of people don't do that. They just don't know. And what they don't know, they don't list as far as expenses go with their accountant and tax preparer. And what they think that their accountant and tax preparer are doing is actually trying to save them money. But what in actuality, all their tax preparer is doing is taking the information and preparing their tax return. And that's causing them to overpay drastically in taxes by missing deductions. And then if you are an S corporation, meaning that you file an S corp tax return, a lot of times I see that people are overpaying themselves in a paycheck, causing them to overpay in self-employment taxes, and also get hit with an extra what's called a 20% pass-through entity deduction. They miss out on a huge deduction for that. So, I see that all day long, every single day. Guys, the cool part is that I get to see the world from almost every single industry, because we prepare their taxes. We're handling their books. We see what they're spending money on. And, one of the big core pieces, especially with our clients with online programs, is spending money on marketing and advertising and software and things like that. And it's so frustrating every single time I talk. So, that's kind of what I see. Is as far as deductions, I would be willing, if you guys want to reach out to me and send me a DM, I will be happy to send you a deduction spreadsheet that I've created over the last 19 years of doing business. Just what I see as far as especially having a home-based business and the massive tax deductions around that. And then there's also a link to check out Bonza and to book a tax strategy session with us if that's something that you guys want to do.
Wow, that is so great. And I just love the way you just broke it down so easy and so simple, and I think there's something you said to that was very, very fundamental. Many people, they go to their accountants or tax person to file their taxes for them, and that person just takes whatever you give to them and just put it into the software, whatever, and just does it. There's no start strategy. They're not looking out for you. They're not trying to see how you can maximize refund or deductions or whatever the case would be, or whatever tax laws that will benefit you. And that's why people need to work with you and OTB Tax, So I'm just kind of putting that little plug in right there for you, which I feel is very, very important, because people don't understand too, a lot of these big names, so-called tax places, some of their staff are not properly trained. They train them 2 weeks just before tax season starts, and how can that person know how to do your taxes compared to you that have a full tax and accounting firm that goes pretty much all through the year? I think that's something really, really incredible.
Thank you. Yeah, and I didn't learn how to prepare taxes in college. Like I have a 5-year accounting degree, and nothing in college prepared me to be a tax preparer or to do any sort of tax strategy. That was not what we learned. We learned about debits and credits. We learned how to do bookkeeping. And most people learn that incorrectly, because I see that every day in my office. You know, we have gone through so much staff as far as bookkeepers and accountants, because when they come out of college, they know nothing. And we have to completely just retrain them all over again. And, you know, guys, I want you to understand that strategy is not something that we learn in college. It's not something that's learned through continuing education classes. It's something that you learn over time by being a business owner. And I'm first an entrepreneur, and I'm second an accountant, because I've tried to do everything but accounting in this world of business, because accounting is boring. Like it was boring anyway. And I've realized that it's a superpower for me. And when you realize that you can take something that you've learned and you're an expert at, and you can help change the world with it, then it becomes fun. And that's exactly where I'm at today.
Wow, that is so incredible. And also too, I know people are also watching too, and I'm gonna share more to my page and stuff, you know. So I also want to give people where they can reach you as well on your website, and
Yes.
maybe book a session as well too. I think that would be really, really awesome.
Yes. So you can check out OTB Tax, which is outside the box tax. .youcanbook.me right now. We will change the link when we get the calendar system all up to date. I'm so excited that Bonza is going to be doing that.
Yeah.
But I've also put the link in the actual description of this interview. So, you know, anybody who wants to reach out will be more. You can check out our website, otbtax.com. And then I've also listed Bonza's website as well to check that out.
That would be so cool, man. And people, guys, this is the time to start your business, you know. I mean, if we've learned anything from COVID-19 is that, you know, if you don't have an online business, especially, I mean, your business probably doesn't exist, one. And two, if you don't have the EIN, the LLC, and all that stuff, you know, it was difficult for a lot of entrepreneurs to get the PPP loan, SBA loan, and all this other stuff. I mean, I see on my Facebook feed some people complaining that they've been in business for years and they were either disqualified or never heard back or whatever, you know. But then somebody asks one of the person, do you have an LLC? I don't think I did. About being in business for 10 years, but you got to put your business right. You got to do it right, you know. And for those people that are watching right now that don't have a business, you need to have a business now. You need to have an online business. Even if you have a job, it's also good to have a side business or a side hustle, and, you know, something that you love, you're passionate about, you know, have multiple streams of income. And also too, you're going to need a tax accountant. You're going to need somebody to help you with your bookkeeping and stuff. And you got Courtney and our team at OTB Tax to do that. And you also have Bonza there to help you to easily run and manage your online business in one simple place. So I think it's a perfect combination out there. So I really hope that people will click on the link, both for OTB Tax and also for Bonza. I believe that these are really two essential businesses right now that you need to connect with today, so that you can really begin to write or rewrite your financial future.
Yes. I love it. I love it. So I appreciate you being on here for this interview today. You know, I typically am doing interviews called What's Your Plan B? Why you would be brain dead not own a home-based business. And exactly what he said, you've got to find a way to have some sort of business so that you can move out of the tax system that was created to steal wealth away from you. That is the W-2 employee system, and move over into the business owner system that was created to provide wealth for you. And if you don't understand, let me break it down. Business owners create wealth. We go out and we make more money in the economy. We sell every single day. That's what we do. That's what we do really well. And then on top of that, we spend a lot of money in growing our business. And then from there, you know, it's the hope is that we hire employees, and those employees then pay the taxes, because someone has to pay the taxes. But if business owners paid all the taxes that W-2 employees did, they hired people, paid for cost of goods sold, advertising, and everything else, there would be no reason to be a business owner. So that's why the system works that way, guys. So if you don't like the system, join the second tax system. That's what we're telling you today. So I appreciate you so much for being on here. And I hope this gave you guys some insight to Bonza and OTB tax and what we can do for you. And we look forward to hearing from you soon. And I appreciate you so much, Uyi, for being on here.
Thank you so much, Courtney. And I look forward to more stuff with you as well.
All right, guys. Bye.
Okay.
Have a great night.
Bye, everybody.